to the No Name Podcast. This is episode 83. I'm your host this week, Ricky, along with our brand spanking new coming in with that hot, sexy tie and everything like that. Arturo.
Did you say hot and sexy tie? Like, bro, I'm just trying to enjoy my York candy. Like, I understand, Ricky.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Come
head real flexible here,
I
but
had to do something
man,
because like I normally have like a running thing with Manny, but I couldn't think of good things, so I had to think of something. I just like literally went off the fly on that one.
it's your turn to be out of pocket. Got it.
And that too. Um and everything. But anyways, man, if you haven't noticed, Manny's not here with us this week. He'll be off for a while and everything, dealing with some personal stuff. But we wish him the best, and we'll see him soon when he's back and everything.
We all
So
know Manny would have wanted us to say that he died,
pretty much,
and
pretty much,
no, that we'll be seeing him.
pretty much, he won't be watching this episode
Valhalla.
anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Anyways, Arturo, how's it been?
It's been pretty good. Take off my shoes, dude. Not sponsored by Costco, but hashtag should be. Like, I got a Costco card.
Mm, adulting.
I right. I Dude, they have so much meat in bulk. My
Oh
guy.
yeah, oh yeah, that is so
It's
true.
it's it's crazy. Like I bought like pork. I bought like 5 pounds of pork for $15.
Hmm.
And dude, I've been like making so much meals with it because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna master my pork down. And I've been like cooking like crazy. I'm like, okay, have like pork chop breakfast sandwiches and everything. Pork chop with jalapeno potatoes. Have Yesterday I had like a pork chop stew. Like it's been pretty good. And also I bought all that pork and everything that way I could also learn about portion control because I only know how to cook for family, to be honest. It's like I know how to like cook a meal, like have like 8 servings, and I'm like, I needed to have like two maximum, 3 maximum.
It's
But
good.
yeah, Costco,
Costco. If you don't have one, yeah, you should go. You should have one in your area. Get a
not
card.
sponsored, but hashtag should be. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly. There's a lot of things we talk about that should be sponsored, but no. I mean, it says it right there, but still, anyways, not gonna go any further than that. uh,
Exactly.
and all that stuff. But anyways, this is the No Name Podcast. We are here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many other podcast services. I am for some reason I blinked there for a second. I don't know why, and all that stuff. But anyways, let's get on to everything that has been going on. Manny's not here with us, so there will be no sports talk, and everything. If you and all that stuff, I will
I
say.
mean, we could just mention the scores, and that's about it.
I mean, I mean, I did watch the games yesterday, Sunday, and everything. Good games and all that stuff. I mean, I'm lucky, kind of lucky for the fact that I have COVID and I didn't have to do anything.
Oh no,
Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. When we get to one of the topics, we'll know why. It's like I've been mostly on the couch and everything.
30 out. No, just kidding.
But so Bengals won AFC title game. Rams win NFC title game. Sorry, Niner fans and all that stuff. Good luck to you next year. Um,
Dang.
and I mean, hey, good year. It was a good season for them and all that stuff. A lot of
I
them,
wouldn't know. I haven't seen any
I don't know.
games.
You know all that stuff. I mean, not a lot of people thought they were going to make the playoffs. They didn't think they were going to advance far in the playoffs. And look at they made it to the NFC title game and all that stuff. Congratulations to them and all that stuff, making it that far. Hopefully, you do better this year. Um, but yeah, so there's your Super Bowl, Bengals and the Rams. It's in LA, so yeah, let's have fun times. Super Bowl is the day before Valentine's Day, which I find so weird. But anyways, um, that is your mini sport talks for the listeners. All right, so let's get into some stuff that we're going to talk about today. We have a ton of things to talk about, a lot of things that we just had on the dock, things that we just got added, just literally 2 minutes before we start this
I
podcast
don't know
and
what you're talking
everything.
about, dude. This has been in like talk for like weeks, bro. Like this is like all for it.
I will say one thing about some stuff. So I want to talk about one thing because I don't because we just gonna talk about. So this past weekend it was supposed to be a Smash Brothers tournament, Genesis, happening in San Jose, but it got canceled because of COVID stuff and everything.
Unfortunate.
It did get delayed to April and everything. We were probably this close of going. I know I was close to going and all that stuff because I wanted to, because it's I went to the last in person one, and this was like in 20. I want to say 2020.
19.
No, I want to say 2020. I'm correct.
It was 2020 because I got a freaking ticket.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that. I
yeah.
was so ready to go.
I literally
$600 ticket, and I'm like, "No."
For context, I literally like it was literally it was Saturday, so it was before like top eight and all that stuff and everything. And but normally their top eight is at a different venue anyway. So and plus Sunday's church, so there's that too. Um and so I knew it was happening that weekend. I happened to wake up and I was like, what time? Where is this at? What time? What time does it start? When? How much are tickets? I literally looked up everything. It was literally, and I said, and I text him, and I was like, "Are you interested?" And then he tells me he's like, "I got a, I got a park, I got a ticket." I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Not a parking
A
ticket.
ticket?
Parking ticket, I'd be like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
$20 parking ticket. No problem." Freaking
No.
carpool lane
Yeah.
ticket. Woo!
So he couldn't go. So I was like, "Crap." I wasn't gonna
I
go
don't
at
think you
first.
understand because, like, I was actually looking at tickets already, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I could easily afford this." Because, like, keep in mind too, this is, like, when I was also working part-time only.
Yeah, because it was only the Saturday. Because I was only gonna go on Saturday and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then it was just like I was like, I know like the mutual thing we one of the mutual things we have is Smash Brothers and all that stuff. So I was like, why not? And all that stuff. And then he couldn't go. I was mad. I was a little wrong. I was a bit upset and all that stuff. But then I was like, I have nothing else to do today. I'm just gonna go and all that stuff. And literally, it was like one of the coolest things I've seen and all that stuff. Just seeing so cool and stuff. Haven't gone. Couldn't go last year because it didn't exist because of COVID. It's supposed to happen this year and all that stuff. Close to it, but then cases had to rise up here in California and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
see what y'all do for not, like, wearing mask and not getting vaccinated?
We just we
No,
just
just
we
kidding.
just we just ask for the simple stuff. That's all we ask for
It is true.
and all that stuff. I mean,
But
but
at
hey,
the same time, you guys are keeping me in a job, so no,
that is true. And all that stuff. But it's gone. It's moved to April. Um, that's more time
so
to be ready. San Jose. I'm
that
down.
is true.
I'm down.
I'm down too. I just gotta go get my it's a good thing that I had my tires popped now because, like, dude, I got a flat tire the other day,
Oh,
and I
that's
was like,
right.
"What the heck?" And I'm like, "Should I just get 1 tire?"
Mm.
Yeah, but a whole new set of tires, that way I don't have to worry about another tire popping. That's gonna be so expensive, but it's whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah,
Anyways,
so excited for that.
Costco, that's where I'm gonna get my tires. Today's video is sponsored by Costco. Shop I don't know, what's their slogan?
I don't think they have one.
They have to have a slogan.
They don't even have. Do they have even have commercials
No, they don't.
or ads on like internet ads or anything like that? Is
Costco, do the right thing.
that really it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Costco's internal slogan and how they run their business with employees, vendors, and partners is do the right thing. Yeah, because it's retailing done right.
It's retailing done right. Okay. Yeah. So what's the saying? Um, but anyways, but apparently, like, cause like just because one thing I wanted to bring up was for the fact that's like, so the fact that they had to cancel it kind of like last minute, they lost a lot of money from it.
Oh yeah.
But apparently, the from the Smash community, it looks like people been doing like stuff around like charity stuff to help them out and all that stuff and everything, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, because
Um,
Genesis is always usually their one of their big events that
yeah,
happens, and it's a pretty sick event.
it is. I can attest to that.
You know, we could just
Okay.
say, "Hey, let's not do church," and we could go for the 2 days.
Well, that's another set of tickets and all that stuff. That's the thing.
How much are they?
Well, for Saturday, because you have to for Friday and Sat, you can do a 2 day pass, and then you have to buy for another thing for Sunday and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But for since I was only going to do Saturday, I was just going to do pay for Saturday, and that's it. And then if the opportunity came, yeah, but The thing is with Sunday, because it's I think if I remember correctly, Saturday, Friday and Saturday is in the San Jose Convention Center, and then um Sunday where it's finals and all that stuff is like in some like civic center kind of thing, like all that stuff. But it's like seats are first come first serve. You can get your ticket for it, but to get
Yeah.
seating, it's like first come first serve. So I was like, I don't know if I want to fight for a seat right now and all that stuff. I don't know if it's worth it, all that stuff. But
Shoot. You know
yeah,
what? We should. No. You know what? We should go to Genesis
hmm,
and enter into a doubles bracket.
nah, I'm good. I
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
like. I don't even know how that plans out with because like there are already people registered and all that stuff, and then
Oh
registration
yeah.
like was deadline was like I don't
Ooh.
know if they changed it since they're moving it to April. I don't know if they made changes to that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like for Friday, Saturday, it's only $65
for
for
Friday
Friday,
and Saturday,
Saturday. For Friday, Saturday pass. I don't mind taking a Friday off, bro. To be
oh,
honest, and then Sunday's final. That's a $35. So like, if anything, it's just $100
it's
plus
$100 for the
tax,
whole weekend. And we would, and then but the thing is like you would
like
have to
food, and
drive.
then do you want to drive or do you want to like get like an Airbnb?
I don't have that kind of money.
I mean, it's not just you. Yeah, me too.
I know that, but still, I don't even think I have
And
money
then
to split it.
be like, Caleb.
Oh no, don't even bring that name up in here. And all that
Oh
stuff.
my.
But
Oh my
well,
gosh.
it's April.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for sure, I can put it. I'll put it something. If we do it for sure, and all that stuff. Because Saturday, I'm committed. I'm committed for Saturday at least. I'll admit
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I'm committed for Saturday, and we'll see how the rest goes, and then we'll see and all that stuff because and all that stuff. But yeah, but yeah, so that's
What
something
is
to
it?
be excited about.
April 15th to the 17th, right?
Have they put dates on it? Because I know it was April, but I didn't know they had an actual date on it.
Yeah, April 15th to the 17th.
Okay. Okay. Work.
Bu- bu- bum.
Okay, let's get on to some stuff. So, we didn't get to talk about it last week and all that stuff, but we can talk about it this week, and because we have some couple games that have come out the last couple of weeks. Me and Arthur have to play one of them. I've spent a whole weekend on another one. Um, and we'll start with Rainbow Six Extraction, the new Ubisoft game that came out in January. It's day one on Game Pass, which is how me and Arthur were able to play it. It's strictly a PVE game, no PvP and all that stuff. Where a squad of three, two or three, or solos if you wanted to do that. It's where you have to do different challenges to eradicate the. I already forgot the name of them.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. Like,
This was focused on Genesis right now.
I'm like looking at the Airbnb. I found an Airbnb
Uh huh.
house, right? You're doing it $59 a night. It's not a bad deal, is it?
Not a bad deal at all.
For like
Is
what,
it?
2 nights?
That's that's
Yeah, because
for
we check in on the 15th, right?
yeah,
And then we're there 16th, and then we check out Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it near the area or is it like
Uh,
somewhere out a little bit out more? If you know,
I'm gonna check right now because I have the.
you probably want to try around the convention center.
Yeah, because that's what that's what I'm gonna look right now. So I'm gonna look up this address.
We're literally talking about stuff while thinking about probably
Hey,
booking an Airbnb for
hey,
Genesis. This
you
is
know,
awesome.
we get into this, right?
We really do. We really do. And all that stuff. But anyways, while Arturo was still looking in and all that stuff, we did play a little bit of that. We have played that game consistently. I've enjoyed it. I feel like it's miss it's there's not enough I don't know content wise. It feels like there's could be more to it. Even though we've only played like two cities out of the five or six of them that are there
Yeah,
and
and
all that
we only
stuff.
stay. You know what? It's not. Doesn't seem to be like a bad distance either. It's only like 21 minutes away. It looks like.
Hmm.
Let me check. Let me check everything. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, because it says the exact location provided after booking. Obviously for.
That makes sense.
But let's see. See, that's right there. Let me just look up the street names.
Oh, for that stuff. Um, based off what we can tell, based off what we can tell from the game and stuff, like you do start off with 6 operators in the game, and then based off how you level up throughout the game and all that stuff, you get more operators as they go. Um, based off of what I'm team, it's not the full initial roster that's currently in Siege because it is the same. These are the same operators in Siege, but it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to add more later on, depending on how what they do with content wise.
Okay, I lied. It's like 10 minutes away.
And better
It in that certain radius. I just took like the center.
makes sense.
Actually, yeah, like the edge of the radius. But yeah.
And that's
Okay.
that's 59. That's 59 a night for those days,
Two guests, one bedroom, one bath, one bed, one bath.
and that's for those. And it's for those days. That rate is for those days, also.
Yeah. So before taxes is a total of $157.
Okay.
Right. I'm just gonna do that
Yeah. Go ahead.
and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, Rainbow. Yeah,
Rainbow.
it's a
Go ahead.
sick game. Like I'm enjoying it. Like for me, I've been looking for something new since like you know freaking Vanguard Zombies. I mean, Vanguard Zombies has been
You and the
not
whole
not
you,
so good.
you and the whole zombie community.
Hey, I enjoy my zombies. Okay, I've been playing Black Ops 2 recently.
Hey, hey, hey.
That's been my cool thing.
I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be into zombies a lot more. No,
True. Because like I know like when we first started playing, I'd be like, oh, let's play zombies, and you'd be like, and then now you're just like, okay, I'm down for it.
I needed something new.
Exactly. And then like I like the Resident Evil vibes. Like it does bring at least like with all like the black sludge and everything.
Yeah,
I do like how interactive it is. One thing I do feel like some of the enemies are way too strong in the game, and this is like just playing on
moderate.
casual.
Was
Yeah,
it
moderate.
on moderate, which
Yeah,
is the
where
lowest
they
level?
can still three-shot you, and I'm like, "Jeez." And that's with body armor, with your self-revive kits, they can still attack you while you're down, and I'm like, "Dang, bro. What they got against you?" I'm like, not only do I have to deal with BMers in freaking Warzone, but now here, no, I'm just kidding. The AI itself? Oh no.
Mm. And then it's like, of course, there's like each city has like its own particular 3 maps for certain areas. They're not that bad and all that stuff. It just feels like a lot of space, and I think that's just because it's just me and you that plays
Yeah.
too. So
And
it's
that's the thing too, like, when solo mode so I do feel like solo mode is too easy
oh yeah,
sometimes.
oh yeah, that's
When you're
true.
playing with solos, like, no problem, you could easily get through it. You would think, like, as a squad, you'd have a little bit more it'd be even easier, but no, just because, there's no medkits and everything around, like, that is pretty nice. That does, like, add that intensity, but at the same time, you're just like, we're still on casual, why is it so crazy?"
Yeah, exactly.
Granted, you do get a lot of tools to, like, help, like, you got the smoke grenades, the stuns, and then all your accessories, and then also who you do choose as the operator.
Yeah, and then
So, like
with the like gadgets, you have to unlock each one. Uh, when you level up and get those little react tokens, get them in it.
oh, yeah. I say, like, all in all, like, all the operators are, like, pretty even, like, there's obviously some that are stronger than the others, but I would say, like, playing-wise, they're pretty even, at least in their weapons and arsenal, and then, obviously, you level up, get more weapons as you go,
Yeah.
'cause I have leveled up my characters a little bit higher, so I'm
Well,
like, "Whoa." I
what's the
do like
cool
how their
thing though?
abilities upgrade too.
Yeah. But the cool thing about it is like when you start on the particular level, it gives you the missions first. So that way you know for sure of like, oh, should use this operator. So that way to make it a little easier to get through on these throughout these missions and all that stuff. So that there's that little nice little thing right there. I mean, though most of the time we end up just using the same ones all the time, unless they like go MIA or injured and also. And
Yeah,
that's the other thing I like about it though. It's like if you do like you successfully go through the mission, the operator or son turns out injured, and it's making you challenge yourself. It makes you question yourself. Like, do you want to continue using to get that same person again and risk the chance of getting MIA again quickly? So that's pretty cool on that.
Yeah. Because I was like, "Oh, I'm just, like, down to use this operator all the time," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, they're injured? What?"
Yeah.
And so, like, also, like, um, tells you to play, like, "Hey, play more cautiously," or, like, actually use the weapon suppressors and everything. Because, like, I know for me, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take off the suppressors, I'm gonna put on the muzzle brakes, I want, like, my damage up," but I'm like, "Oh, actually, the suppressors really
Yeah.
help."
Yeah. If you ever watched this, like you could really tell there's a difference in game styles of how we play. Arturo just straight up goes in, finds everything, and like just
I don't know what you
goes
mean.
for shot first. Me, I'm like crouch sneaking, trying to like make sure of like what's happening, check my surroundings, so that way none of us are good.
I
Use
mean,
I use
I
the
take
drone.
out all the enemies, I don't know
I
what you're
use
talking.
the
Oh, yeah, you use a drone.
I use the
I don't
drone.
use that. I'm like, there like I said, there's different attachments you can have. Ricky chooses the recon drone. What I like is,
Well, it's there by default.
it's the explosive belt. And so, like, you can craft new weapons or new, materials and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, but, like, I crafted, the explosive belt, which, like, helps you have, like, more stuns and stuff, and, like, that's really helped with our missions and stuff, especially with taking it down, like, the bigger targets.
I was kind of hoping for with these maps in particular, like it has that some similar style to Siege, such as like grappling when you to climb up walls and all that stuff and break in stuff, those kind of things. Apparently it doesn't, so that's kind of stinks. But so far, of what we played so far is pretty fun, and I've enjoyed every bit of it that we played, and for that stuff, and hopefully whatever post launch content they provides, hopefully they'll improve on it and make it better, and hopefully we get some like Um, again, is it's on Game Pass if you own it on if you own an Xbox or PC. Of course, it is on. It's $40 for PlayStation players and that stuff. So not it's not a full price game. It's enjoyable and all that stuff. If you're, and all that stuff, and you've had a good time with it so far. And all that stuff. On to on to the next game. This is more particularly me and all that stuff. And boy, where do I begin?
All your COVID hours.
Oh, so Pokemon Legends Arceus came out this past Friday. Um, I've been the only one that's played it
Mm,
as of right now. I have done a total of 40 hours on this game this whole past weekend. Um, I will tell you this. So there's like different areas. This is the Sinnoh region, but it's called Hishu region. The Hishu region. This is back in the day before and all that stuff.
Before Columbus came and colonized Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty
Just kidding.
much. It's
And
it's a t-
and brought the Pokerust disease and everything. Oh, no.
it's pretty much when like humans and Pokemon didn't get along and all that stuff in a way and all that stuff. And humans thought of Pokemon as terrifying creatures and all that stuff.
Yo. Yeah, this is basically just Columbus discovering Pokemon.
In a way, technically. Though it's weird though.
American history in Pokemon. Fun fact, I've actually written a paper about, the whole Old Testament
Mhm.
with Pokemon. So, it isn't far-fetched for Pokemon devs to do this. They probably found my research paper and were like, This is a good idea. Let's use history."
Well, no, I mean the one thing about it there's two there's three different types of clans. Well, two clans, one like team and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And the two clans have these things called noble Pokemon and all that stuff. So it looks like they can coexist, but I was just trying to understand like that whole method. But anyways, I will say this. So in the first area of the game, I was like I didn't touch the second. I didn't advance it. I finished it. I never went into the second area at the time. I just started playing. I clear it before I entered the second area. I had completed 19 hours of the game, so literally half of what I did was in one of them. I had a fully evolved Staraptor, or I was a 5-star rank because it doesn't do badges. It does like a star rank kind of thing based off your entry, your Pokedex entries
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It's a total of 10. Um, I was at 5 at the time. I'm currently at 7. I had 19 hours in the game. I had looked through the whole map of the first area, except for like a certain area because I couldn't reach it yet and all that stuff. And I was this close. My starter was already at its second evolution, close to getting to its final and all that stuff. And I was like, "Whoa, okay," and all that stuff. Now, is this an open world game? Technically not. And all that stuff. It's one of those. It's not a true open world game where you can just literally go anywhere you want to. It's those things where you have one area, travel around it,
Oh
and,
shoot.
and it's the next. You have to go to the next one and all that stuff. Like you have to, and then like, yeah. What you do?
No.
What?
I was like, dude, when's Easter?
Oh, we're good. We're good.
No, it's April 17th.
Shut up.
It is.
Are you kidding me?
I was like, oh my god. We can still do Friday, Saturday.
You want to do just Friday, Saturday?
I'm still down to do just Friday, Saturday.
Do you still want to do the Airbnb for that just the Friday night then? Or you
Mm,
just want to just travel back and forth? I don't mind doing the traveling back and forth. Since it's just those
yeah,
2 days.
I could just take Friday off and then we could just do the travel back and forth.
Okay.
Mm, shoot. I don't know, what's there to do in San Jose?
I have no idea.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
We can talk about it after podcast. All right.
So yeah, so it's not a true open world where you can just when you're in the main once you get to like the main area, which is called Jubilife Village. Once you leave it, you have to pick the area you want to go to next. That's literally the only way to do it and go back. So it's not true open world. And also, if the areas are massive, are nice and everything,
So it's like Breath of the Wild, like
I wouldn't go
open
that
world, right?
far. I wouldn't go
Or
that
okay,
far.
okay.
I wouldn't
So
go
it's
that
like a
far.
smaller Breath of the Wild.
In a way, yeah. Because like I said, so it's like because you have your main spot, Jubilife Village, and then once you leave it, you have to select it and all that stuff and everything. And then once you leave, if you want to leave that area, you can't select another area. It just takes you back to Jubilife, unfortunately.
Okay, okay, okay.
And all that stuff. So if you want to leave the area for something else for another area, you have to go back to Jubilife and then leave Jubilife to go to the next area. It's a little. I never thought about it as a pain point as much because it's like literally I don't care at the time. I'm enjoying it so much. Um, but it's like if explaining that, I can see how people can be like that's annoying. But I like it. I've been enjoying it so far. The it's literally like what were those called in Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield, the open areas.
It was the mysterious fall. It's like the open areas.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's the open areas.
Open air. It's literally those, but more to it and all that stuff. There's literally more to it.
Okay,
And
not
it's
bad. Dude, it's $90 for just the Airbnb. Okay, okay, yeah, but yeah, yeah, open areas.
so it's like literally more in a more expansive open area and all that stuff. And then there's literally like stuff like cliffs and all that stuff and everything like that. You can't jump or climb. I'll say that and all that stuff. The climbing part though, that's saved for like something I'll talk in a bit. For those, you can't climb like, but you can't jump and all that stuff. There's no jump mechanic, so but I never tripped about it really and all that stuff. Um, all the Pokemon are scattered. There's no if you go into the grass, that's not a thing. There will be no random Pokemon jumping out. They're all out in the open. You'll see them there. So there's that. Jumping into you can literally so when it comes to like catching Pokemon.
Mhm.
is literally like you can do it without battling and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
you can literally just you can so that's where the tall grass comes in.
You just be there like,
Sneaking
"Hey,
around
hey, hey, buddy,
and then just
come."
toss it. You don't well no, it's like you
No
literally
shit.
like
No, 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 I know.
they could be somewhere else and just like
Yo, like, imagine a game where they just don't even have Pokeballs. You just, like, wrestle a Pokemon and assert dominance.
oh my gosh.
It'd just be like, yo, you'll have to, like, be some, like, big Russian guy and be like, "Pikachu."
Yeah, so like
You
some
know,
of the
no, no, no. Well, we know what we need a game of
what?
the war because like in Pokemon. Well, yeah, there's been wars in Pokemon,
True.
at least in the history, because like Lieutenant Surge and everything, right? Um, in
I
Pokemon
mean
Gen 1.
X
I mean, that'd be
XY had a story
interesting.
about that. X and Y had a story about that.
Exactly. I mean, granted, it wouldn't be rated E for everybody unless Pikachu's saying these hands are rated E for everybody. No,
Oh my gosh. Um. So yeah. So like a scenario is like you can throw a berry, have the Pokemon sees it, it'll go towards it to eat it, and then throw your Pokeball right then and there. You can, if you want to initiate a battle, you can. The way to initiate a battle is throwing your Pokemon like its Pokeball at the person. It'll initiate the battle right then and there. There's no trainer. There's no such thing as trainers yet, and all that stuff. So it's like you won't run into people like stopping you and like to battle you and all that stuff. So that's a good thing. And all that stuff. There are battles in the game, but it's not like it's more story oriented to why you're doing the battles
yeah,
for that stuff. So there's that. As of right now, there's a total of one, two, three, four, like 5 different areas in the game. For that stuff, I try to compare it to the actual Sinnoh map itself, but I couldn't. I was like, oh, this is so hard. This is so different. It looks different. There's like a few places that I remember, like the Wayward Cave,
yeah,
and I forget what the one No Point Temple, I think it was called. Forget something like that. So those are like 2 things that can remind you of Kurt's. Mm. Um, the Pokédex.
dude, that'd have been so cool if you could like actually write your own entries.
So it's technically that's how it works in a way. You're not actually writing though.
No, no.
Mm,
But imagine you just get to type it out, dude. Manny would have so much fun with that.
I don't know. But yeah. But pretty much how it works is um each so you get an entry for any Pokemon you see or catch or anything like that, and then within
Yeah,
that Pokemon there's a task, a number of things you do, and you have to do it a certain number of times in order to get the full entry of it. So there's some of them, like the most common ones are the number of Pokemon you catch. Another one is numbers you defeated, and then there's a bunch of other ones where it's like number of times you've seen this Pokemon do this specific move, number of times you've defeated this Pokemon using this particular type against it, and some other ones too, and all that stuff.
yeah,
So there's literally like kind of like a grind in a way, like an actual grind within getting your Pokedex filled.
yeah. Because like the way I look at it is like even though we know the type advantages and things like that, this is like a game where people, like you said, people in Pokemon haven't really became friends and everything.
And
So
this is
like
like
this is like where they're discovering and like actually building up the sciences
oh
around
yeah,
Pokemon and stuff.
and then also like a good thing for beginners in my opinion and all that stuff. Whoever's playing this for the first time,
Yeah,
all that stuff, because you get to learn about these specific movesets and all. Also another thing, so like in the recent mainline games, there is when you see someone for the first time you battle, it now tells you like if it's super effective or not effective, based on your moves.
yeah.
It's no longer that. It automatically does it and all that stuff and everything. Just automatically tells you, oh, this is super effective against that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and all that stuff.
Mm,
That helps
I
me out.
mean, I think they started adding that in.
I want to say Black and White was the first time I saw it. I think
Mm-mm,
was it. So then was it
no,
the 3DS games?
it was the 3DS games. I think it was they started adding it in
Like the
Sun and Moon.
action. No, it
No,
was in X
it
and
was
Y. It was in X
no,
and
no, no,
Y.
no. It was the Sun. I remember it vividly in Sun and Moon.
Because
Um,
sworn I remember seeing it in X and Y and all that stuff. But for in those in particular, how those would work is you'd have to battle them first in order to see it again. Here in Arceus, it's right there. It tells you and all that stuff. It'll have like icons next to them, specifically of what the circle is. Super. There's like a
Yep.
triangle. Oh, it was Sun and Moon.
It was Sun and Moon at
Oh,
E3. It was shown during battles. The move screen would show you which moves are super effective, which moves are not effective.
oh. I could have sworn X and Y started that. Okay, I could be. I was wrong. I was wrong and all that stuff. I'm fine with that.
Oh
Uh,
no, not the fact check. No, just kidding.
I'm fine with the fact checks
No, no, you're good. You're
and
good.
all that stuff. Um, so yeah, there is that. So there's so it's been fun doing that. That's like, it's like when I stream, I do like the I do like the story stuff. But like when I'm off stream, I just literally just go in and just try to fill out my entries as much as possible and all that stuff. Like it was
Makes
kind of
sense.
it would get difficult to a point of like, because like if it's a certain Pokemon, but it's not seen a lot in a particular area. So like I was like, I can't go to the next area yet because I haven't done, that's part of the story. So I was like, crap, I can't do that yet. And then like later on, it's like I would see more of them in this area. I'm like, okay, I can come to this area now and finish out my entries in here and all that stuff and everything, which is pretty cool. I think the hard part is when you evolve them and then have to do,
Mm,
and because like the thing is like
you have to do it all again.
you have to do it all over again. Yeah, pretty much, because you have to do it for that
Yeah.
particular one and all that stuff. Because like you would think for a fact, because what I thought would be kind of cool and is like it would carry over if you're
hmm
evolving it, but like the
But
number,
you gotta remember too. Is like it
yeah,
is a brand new entry,
yeah.
so
So I was like, yeah, it was at the same time. Well, it makes sense of doing it like that, of starting over because it's a brand new Pokemon and all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, I can understand why of doing it like that. And so for the, I guess what you call the HM remo- replacement for this is pretty much there are Pacific Pokemons that do Pacific ability that you are allowed to do Pacific abilities with to
yeah.
do stuff where it could be
Wait.
riding.
Actually, quick question: is there TMs? Because they don't have CDs. They're not gonna be like, ha. Oh wait, do I have a CD here? No, I don't.
TMs don't exist. Oh,
Sick.
speaking of, okay, so yeah, no, actually, yeah, no, this is actually because this is actually one of the coolest things ever. So now, so now in previous games, when you have a move, you learn a new one, it removes it, and there's no way of getting it back unless going to somebody, right? Not like
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Now you can change the moves at any time.
Really?
So you retain any moves you get and all that stuff. But when you level up,
You've had to learn them first, though, right?
you have to learn them first. Some of them will are
Okay.
so you'll already and all that
Or
stuff.
is
But there will also be
even things like egg moves, because I know like there's certain moves that are like egg moves and everything that mm, I'm trying to remember the wording.
egg moves. Did you
Um,
say?
yeah. So like it's moves that they learned at level 1, but obviously they don't have them in their set.
Well, technically no,
It's like
because
potential moves.
daycare doesn't exist in this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, daycare doesn't. Oh, obviously because there's no Pokemon breeding.
Yeah, there's no breeding in this. So
There's
there's no
yo, is there gonna be competitive for
n-
this?
no.
Because like imagine,
As
because like
far as I
dude,
know, it doesn't sound like it and all
yeah,
stuff. And I think we're kind of due for a main game coming out this year. So, but I don't know if they plan on doing that and all that
yeah,
stuff. Um, so as far as I know, I don't even know if like because I haven't bothered to go for. I don't know how far it is and how much it is. I don't know if there's much of like competitiveness, like online competitiveness, because I just based off how the story is and all that stuff, since it's
yeah.
all back in time and all that stuff. There is a way to trade and all that stuff. That's all I know that, but I don't know anything. I don't know further anything further on that when it comes to like that kind of stuff. But yeah, so it's like so each learn you would learn a move and it doesn't automatic. So when you learn it, it doesn't tell you if you want to change it. They'll just add the move in to a list, and you can always go. And you just have to go to your Pokemon. You select. There's an option that'll say change moves, and then you select the ones you want to switch and all that stuff. And those will be your fur moves, and you can do it back and forth and all that stuff. There is a particular person where you can learn new moves and all moves for your Pokemon. It will cost and everything depending on what the move is. And then of course with the new addition is the agile style and the strong style moves
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So how those work is when you level up your Pokemon, there'll be an option. Well, you'll your moves will now obtain those styles. The agile style is more of
Like quick
a
attack.
quick way, but it's like if you select that option because it works on all moves actually.
Yeah.
So it's not just specific moves to do it. And so what it does, it will let you. It doesn't
Have
deal
more
enough.
priority,
In a
right?
way, yeah, more like a little more priority in your move when you on based on turns, but it won't give you that much damage. How it's a strong style, more powerful, but less of a priority on based on the turns and all stuff. And it doesn't that does include your speed skill with it also too, and all that stuff based off that too. So and then also with the battling, there's also like in RPGs where it tells you like whose turn is it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's an option for that in this game too.
Okay, so like if you choose agile, obviously let's
There's
say
a
you go
it'll,
the
it'll
first and everything.
it'll switch. So if you have that option on, it'll show you if you're gonna be able to get
But
that next
what
move.
if so since you're only going against wild Pokemon, obviously they can't choose between strong and agile, or can they?
They can. Some will have it already
Ooh.
and all that stuff. But it's some of them will have it on the wild Pokemon, but you'll mostly see it happen when you're battling against other people in the story and all that stuff. That's the only time you'll see it. And so yeah, so the battling mechanics are different and cool, but at the same time. So that's fun to see, and it's literally I'm literally hoping that's in the next mainline game and all that stuff because it literally needs it, and then and all that stuff. So because like so I was like, because I love the fact that it's like, oh, I don't need this move. I can use this move because I have this move here to help me out instead of having to grab another psychic Pokemon or something like that or another type Pokemon that I need
Ah,
and all that stuff. So it's like it helps you out right there. So that's cool too. Oh, is the ring
I got my
stuck?
rings. I got my ring stuck. I was messing around and I was like, oh
Oh
shoot.
my gosh. The one other thing that I'm trying to remember. Oh, when they level up and it comes to evolving, they don't do it automatically. You have the option of doing it if you want to.
Oh, okay, so it's no more press B to cancel.
No, so what will happen is it's because like the one cool thing about the HUD.
It's like, oh, your Pokemon has potential, or I don't know.
So
I haven't
so
seen any gameplay.
yeah, so when you're leveling when your Pokemon level because it can the one cool thing about earn XP, it can literally be doing by battling, of course going against other wild Pokemon, catching them and all that stuff, but also there's times where you'll see like trees and stuff where you can hit them and get like berries and all that stuff. If
Yeah.
you when you throw a Pokemon your Pokeball at them with the Pokemon, if you do it to a select a certain any Pokemon you want, they get XP from that also. It's not a big amount, but it's cool to see and all that stuff. But there's a HUD that will show like it'll show the Pokemon and the XP they gain, and then they'll say if they level up, they'll level up. But then what happens is it'll say can evolve and all that stuff. So what will happen when you see that there for that certain Pokemon, you would go into your menu, you go to the Pokemon that do it, and you just press X to evolve it if you wanted to. So that kind of helps out too. It's like say if like you're leveling this Pokemon up, but you haven't finished the entry on it yet
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So it's like, oh, I can do this and then I'll level up. So that way I have once my entry is done and all that stuff. I mean, it does encourage you to also like catch a lot of Pokemon though at the same time because it's catching a Pokemon is literally one of those things to do and all that stuff. And but again, it's only for the fact of like if you happen to have enough of them in that particular area. But it's been so far. But other than that, it's like the one thing I will say. It's like the noble because you go against noble Pokemon. They're like boss
Yeah.
battles in a way. And someone someone I heard was like, this is similar to like Dark Souls. I was like, I've never played Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls Pokemon Edition.
I was like, I never played
Oh
Dark
no.
Souls, but okay. But I mean, it's literally kind of that in a way. It's like literally like where it's like it's not an actual battle. You have to literally do like get out the way and all that stuff, or like move around so that way he does. And then like you have to like throw something at him. And then when he's like down for the not down for the count, but like he's down, then you throw your Pokemon and try to attack him. So then like, it makes it a little more easier to keep him low.
Okay.
There's five noble Pokemon in the game. I've beat it four and all that stuff, and I'll have my last, and I'll hopefully get the last one. Um, I don't know where Arceus comes in this story so far, but I do know for the fact this does deal with time travel.
Oh.
I Yeah.
So it's gonna be like That's a Raven,
So no.
Yeah,
So
look into the
it'll
future.
be obvious. It'll be obvious once you start the game.
Okay.
It'll be obvious why of where how this deals with time travel in some way and all that stuff. So that's why. And then, but other than that, it's like right as of right now, 40 hours. I'm close to beating the story. I do plan on playing this a bit more and all that stuff after that, and
Okay,
because
okay.
I still got to do the Hishu versions of Pokemon. The only one I've have so far is a Growlithe, Hishu Growlithe. It looks pretty cool and all that stuff. And everything. Stones are the stones do exist in this game. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So evolutions on particular Pokemon. So there are like you have like your Machokes, your Haunters, and all that stuff. Your Abras, your Kadabras, which is why in order to evolve those ones, you have to trade them. Trading is not much of a thing in this game, though there is a way to do it. I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
there is a way to evolve them without trading. There is a particular item in the game that's called a link cord. I kid you not. That's what it's called. And you can use that to evolve those ones, to evolve those Pokemon. Apparently, there's like other ways to. There's like apparently some of the like more difficult ways to evolve Pokemon are a little bit more easier in this game, so that's cool and all that stuff. So it's like that's good to see. And of course, there's your EVs in there, evolutions and all that stuff. So got to get that going and all that stuff pretty soon. And then
Does it have all the evolutions, or is it certain
all
evolution?
all the evolutions are in there.
Interesting.
All the evolutions in there. It's the same. It's the simple. Most of them are with the stones, and then of course the other three are which is Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon, which require friendship and leveling it on the particular thing and all that stuff. So it's like, of course, and apparently there's a new one. There's a rumor. I don't know. Haven't looked much back into it, but and all that stuff. But apparently there's a new one in particularly in this game and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I have to do what I got to do and all that stuff to find this, whatever how this works. I'll probably check it after I beat the main story. Um, other than that, I've had a fun time with this game. I think like the people because there are people that want to complain about it, but then again, it's Pokemon. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
It's like they like it's not like it's like it doesn't look nice how the graphics look. I'm like I don't care about the graphics really. Like the gameplay is what's driving me to play this game. Really, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's really the gameplay. The mechanics. There's mechanics in this game is literally what drives me to play this game every time. And all that stuff. Like literally, I have not touched it all day, and I'm getting antsy for me. But yeah. But anyways, I mean, if you're a fan of Pokemon, I say get it and all that stuff. It's a good time. It's a new way of learning of a way of gotta catch them all. In my opinion, especially when it comes to the Pokedex. Um,
hmm
my only gripe is that there's no home integration yet and all that stuff,
hmm
and I don't know when that's supposed to happen
I mean, it is all the Pokemans. So no,
and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it's been fun. I've had a good time with it, and I'm excited to see you when you get it and all that stuff. See what you say about it and all that stuff
yeah,
because you're out of the Pokemon knowledge, like you know more of it more than me, especially on like the breeding stuff and everything like that. So I really want to know your take on this once you get.
yeah. Because like I have been excited for this game. Like it did kind of blow past me though, just because like school and everything
Oh
has
yeah,
been.
it did with me also, but it was just more of the fact it was just like I don't want to say it was like a lack of hype because it's a because for me it's a Pokemon
Yeah.
game. Of course I'm gonna
Well,
grab
and
it.
then to be fair for me too, like I said, like since I don't have like any ads and everything on like most of the stuff I watch, and um at least where I'm not like in person with a lot of people that play Pokemon and everything.
Yeah, it's like it's only me.
Yeah, I got two messages. I was like, I remember you being like, "Oh yeah, streaming Pokemon tonight." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "It's already out." Because I was like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, it's 2022." And then Caleb texted me. He's like, "I got Arceus.
We
I'm
got
gonna do
it
it
too.
after our." Yeah, I was like, "What the heck?"
I can't. Can't wait. But yeah, it's a good game. I've thoroughly enjoyed it from what from what I'm playing and all that stuff and everything. I'll probably by the time this comes out, I'll probably have the main mission done. Don't know yet for sure. But I'm just gonna be continue grinding, and I'm try to see if I can actually complete this Pokedex, and stuff.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. Let's see here. What else do we get? We have. Keep this
All
one.
stars. No, just kidding.
We'll keep this one brief as much. I mean, it's not as so for those. This news broke today as we record this earlier this morning, and that is Sony PlayStation, for better term, is planning on buying developer Bungie. And if you don't know who Bungie is the people who create, as of right now, Destiny 2, and everything. And of course, they are the original people. They are the original developers that made the Halo trilogy and all that stuff. So there is that. Um, from what we know, what is spoken about this deal so far, um, they are not going exclusive on anything so far. Destiny will still stay multi-platform and everything like that. The goal for this would say that they're planning on making they stay multi-platform, though they'll be under the PlayStation Studios branding and all that stuff. What I'm saying, like the deal is more particularly pertaining to the live service aspect of Bungie and all that stuff, and what they plan on bringing to these for their games, for future games and all that stuff too, and all that stuff, so everything. So it's hard for me to get. It's automatically people who would think of this. Oh, this is them just counteracting with Microsoft, Xbox buying Activision. Deals like this don't take a week and a half to get done
Mm,
and all that stuff.
makes
This
sense.
and all that
Makes
stuff
sense.
and everything. This probably took some time for them to get through, and then oddly timing had to happen after the Activision one. The Xbox Activision deal, that didn't take long to get quickly to get that done. That took time also. So I don't think it's because of that. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen for this deal and what will come of it. I'm not an avid Destiny 2 player like I used to be, because it's like it is so requires having a team. And
Mm.
as much as I push Arturo and Manny into different games, I don't think I want to push him into this one.
Are you sure? I'm like, I've been interested in Destiny because like all my friends have played it, and I'm like, but at the same time,
But I will say this, like I probably if I probably would have done it like sooner, because it is free to play, like the base stuff, but you still have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
most of the other stuff. Like now, it's like you need the expansions for them, and the expansions were part of Game Pass, but they're no longer are, and all that stuff. So if it was still on Game Pass, yeah, I probably would have. If I wanted to do it, I probably would have pushed you on stuff. But I was like,
Okay. Oh, so
so
it's
if
not like at least the expansions are no longer in Game Pass then.
they're no longer on Game Pass and all that stuff. So it's like, and I'm already so now I am a expansion behind, and a new one's coming out in February.
Dang, not the expansion behind, so I can't do anything.
You're like you're a total of before the new one comes out. You're three
So
expansions
we just
behind.
played the new Destiny Outriders, right? No, just kidding.
We just play Outriders, yeah.
Oh
So that
gosh,
one, we got
we
that
still
one.
have to. I mean, we still can.
I mean, yeah, but it's like
I just stopped playing just because I was playing it with Caleb.
that makes sense. It's just more of the fact that it was like, as much as like that game was interesting, it's just like it didn't drive me to like continue to play and all that stuff. Now it's Destiny. It
Makes
still
sense.
does. Destiny still does that to me, but again, it's like most of the stuff to do requires actual people, and I'm like, Destiny's. I don't mind that, but I would love to play Destiny in a solo experience, just to like go do a couple mission story stuff if I wanted to, without the help, without the needing of
Yeah,
getting people on stuff. That's just me. And all that stuff. So, but yeah, so that deal is no set date of when that's supposed to close, but I don't think it will be a big deal, a bigger deal as how the Xbox Activision people take that one as. But this doesn't affect anyone playing Destiny on Xbox or PC or anything like that. You can still play it. It'll most likely be like that in the future and all that stuff. I know Bungie's planning on wanting to release a brand new game, but we'll see what happens there and all that stuff. But everyone will be fine. We'll all be fine. And maybe one day I'll probably get Arthur to play Destiny 2 and see how he feels like about it and all that stuff.
I'll play right now. Let's do it.
You want to
No,
download it
just
now?
kidding.
I'm like, come on now. Stuff. A lot of content.
Where's my remote? No, just kidding.
Um, on to next stuff. Well, keeping it real quick on Destiny stuff because I'm excited about this one. MLB The Show is coming out April. And all that stuff. I'm very excited to play this game again. It's coming to the Nintendo Switch for the very first time and all that stuff. And it's coming to Game
Good.
Pass
Okay.
day one on April 5th. It was last year. It got introduced to the to Xbox players last year. Coming back again on the Xbox along with the PlayStation consoles, but it'll be coming to the Switch for the very first time this year. That's pretty cool. MLB The Show 2022, April 5th. Shatori Satani, I can't even say his name. He's like one of the biggest baseball
Not the
players.
story.
He's from Japan, one of the best two-way only two-way players in the game in the league, and all that stuff, and he's amazing. But yeah, moving on. Um, so there was apparently cartels are recruiting drug mules from Grand Theft Auto and all that stuff. This is
Yeah.
an article from we found this on IGN, but there was no article on it, so I had to like literally look for this. And it was an article on Forbes about this and everything.
Oh
So
gosh.
and all
Because
that stuff. So apparently, based
real
on
news. No, just
real
kidding.
news, yeah. So based on the article from one saying, in November of last year, Customs and Border Protection officials in Arizona were inspecting a Jeep Cherokee when they found nearly 60 kilograms of methamphetamine. The government said when they asked the driver, Alyssa Navarro, what her story was. She said that in January of last year, of that, and she had been playing Grand Theft Auto online when she met a man who called himself George. According to a search warrant unsealed unsealed. After getting to know each other within the game, Navarro said they eventually started talking on Snapchat and later met in person in Phoenix, investigators claim. The suspect said that George asked her over Snapchat whether she'd like to do some work as a runner, shipping electronics so that they could be sold in Mexico, telling her she would be paid as much as 2 grand a trip, depending on how big the load was, according to the government filing. First of all, what? Second of all, okay.
I mean, it's viable. I mean, hey, innovative. Police are getting smarter, so do we. And what's something that nobody would ever look at? GTA.
GTA Online.
It's it's gonna probably open up a whole lot of new things, and which is probably gonna be so bad.
Oh yeah, and they plan on re-releasing it for the new consoles. Oh my gosh.
Yo, and like imagine like they have updated maps and everything, and they're just like, all right, we're gonna do like training routes and things like this. All right, so
Well,
this is
no,
where we're gonna go. Now, obviously, it's not like that. It's not a
nah,
simulation, but
yeah. Well, I mean, it's like because it's like
but
all it is like
who
it's
says it
just
can't be?
boosted,
We're all in
updated graphics for
the
the new consoles.
Matrix. No, just kidding.
Let's not talk about the metaverse now and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I just find this funny and everything because it's like first of all, it's like, do you even know what a runner is? Like, would you even know what a runner is if someone told you that and all that stuff? I'm like, or it's like,
Yeah, yeah, I do.
yeah, I mean, you do,
I,
but I mean, if someone
I
just
do know
like,
what a runner is, and I do know what money mules are too.
it's just so funny. It's probably like they're like because they're doing these cinematic simulation heist and all that stuff and everything like
Yeah,
that, and it's just
and
like,
like the only reason why I know what like runners are and everything because I like study into like a lot of scammers and like how they get their funds and stuff,
yeah,
and it's very similar with stuff like this, except they use phone calls, things like that, and then whatever. But fun stuff. I'm like, good,
fun stuff,
good.
fun stuff. I mean, we'll see what
Hey,
happens.
so check with your children. They might be secretly working for the cartel.
And you want and people wonder why people ask like this game's ready and are you sure you want your kid to play this?
Oh gosh.
Now you know why. I remember every time when I used to work at GameStop, and then they would pick up Grand Theft Auto 4 at the time. It was 4 at the time and all that stuff because and then like the parent would come with the case, and the kid's like right next to him, and I look at the kid and I look at him, and I first thing I was like, this game's rated M for mature. Are you sure you want to get this for your kid? It's like, what's in it? It's like all
Strippers.
this, like all this. and everything, and like it's fine.
I think the only thing you gotta say is like strippers and hookers.
Strippers and
And
hookers, yeah, and all that stuff. It was like
just
it's
the
fine.
usuals.
He's
You
like
can
it's
pay them for a
fine.
lap dance.
He's like it's fine. I'm like okay. No, there was this one time. Rockstar put out a game called LA Noir, one of my favorite games I've ever played, and all that stuff. I got it release day and all that stuff. I was playing it. There's a little mission. There's a little crime scene mission you have to do where it literally shows a naked dead woman in the game and all that stuff, like tits galore and everything and all
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff. And then like I was working in GameStop and they were asking about LA Noir and all that stuff. And they were like, is there actual nudity in this game? And I was like, yes. He's like, really? He's like, there's a little dead girl naked as a crime scene and all that stuff. I was like, oh, I was like, yeah. Yeah. So I shouldn't get this for my kids. I'm like, nah.
You're like, but get it
But
for yourself if
get
you'll
it for
like it.
yourself.
No, just
It's
kidding.
enjoyable. I mean, I enjoyed it. I have it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I played it. I played all the DLC for it. I have it. I bought it again when it came out. When they re-released it for the recent couple years ago. I haven't finished it yet. I probably might now thinking about it. Um,
Mm.
there's a VR version of it. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. It's interesting. It's good. I enjoyed it. I had a good
I
time
mean,
with it.
they made a VR version of Resident Evil, so
Resident Evil 4.
for it, which is one of my favorite Resident Evils. It's actually got me into the Resident Evil series.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. So that's that. We'll see what happens there. Let's see here. A couple of things to talk about. Riot Games apologizing for a misinformed error on their end. Yes. So apparently there was a Riot Games apparently put a DMCA what's the word I'm looking for? DMCA takedown notice on
Yeah.
on an artist just because just because they had the name Arcane in it.
They're like, "Oh, Arcane, dude, that's our thing, bro.
Well,
There's no such
well, of
thing as
course.
like arcane mages and every." No, no.
Well, of
Wow.
course, Arcane is the big hit Netflix series that came out back in November. Very rave reviews and everything. I love the show. I think I've watched it like so many times and everything. Like I still get the itch of wanting to watch it too and everything. That's how good of a show it was. Everything. I loved it. Have
So
you seen
what
it?
you're telling me is no, I don't have Netflix.
You really need to watch the show.
True. True. I'll just cancel my Crunchyroll and then I'll do Netflix.
Make a new email and just do a free trial.
I no, it's gonna recognize my card.
It goes that deep now.
It's been going that deep,
I've
bro.
never no, I think I did it one time with a different email with the same card
Really?
and it gave me a free trial still.
I'm gonna put this to the test right now.
Put it to the test right now and everything and let me
You you
know
you, you continue. We'll
what was doing there. But yeah,
life
so
hacks 101, guys.
like
No, just kidding.
I mean if nobody knows that
At least for
nowadays.
I mean, I don't know how it works for Netflix, but because I know this has happened with me with Hulu. That's why.
Oh, I think it's different with Hulu.
Yeah,
I
because I
think
know Hulu goes that deep. Like I don't know if oh shoot, wait, no, don't sign in.
cuz I'm saying is
New
like
to Netflix, sign up now.
'cause I was like I don't think Netflix goes that deep on stuff. Yeah, so I was like just different email, try to use the same card, see what happens. All that stuff. And but so it's because of the show. If you've seen this stuff before, if you've seen this person's stuff, Cuddy Sark is her name. She's Ukrainian. Um, the comic series is called Arcane Flames. It is totally have no relation to the show whatsoever, and all that stuff. It just happened to have the name and all that stuff. Um, Riot. She did talk about this on social media. How it brought everything down and everything. Of course, Riot was happened to know about this and have said this statement about the takedown, said it was made in error and apologized for the unfortunate events. As they continue on saying, like many large companies, there are a number of teams and third party agencies working to protect our IP. The company tweeted. While we're still investigating what happened here, it's clear that the takedown request was made in error. We apologize for this experience and wanted to assure you that we are actively reviewing this. Um, Sark, who has confirmed that she has been in talks with Riot about this privately, and hoping that the situation will get resolved soon on this and everything for this stuff. And we had talked about this before we start the podcast, and I was already thinking about this. Like, I think it was just a mishap, anyways, and all that stuff and everything, just for the fact that it's like it has no relation to the show whatsoever, just the name itself and everything. Because a friend of ours had posted about this, and I had saw the post myself, and I already immediately thought like, oh, this is probably just a misunderstanding and all that stuff. And then what happened the next day? Riot had tweeted about it with the about explaining about what happened, but I didn't put two to two together at that time and all that stuff because nobody. It was just they just happened to just apologize and that's it, and didn't bring anything else up about it. So so seeing this, I am not surprised. I am it's and all that stuff. I do feel bad for Sark, and like hopefully this gets all resolved as soon as possible and everything like that. Because like it apparently like with this is like it took down she's like selling stuff on her T public page and all stuff, but that's how it got taken down because of the copyright claim, which sucks and all that stuff. But hopefully that all changes and everything like that, and hopefully everything gets good to go and everything's back in normal. Update on the
I don't think they even have free trials anymore.
what?
Yeah, because I put my name on everything. It's like choose the plan that's right for you, basic, standard, and premium.
Just click on one of them and see what happens next.
Yeah, yeah, and then I go to next, right?
Uh huh.
And it's like set up your payment method. I'm like whatever, whatever, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything.
It doesn't mention anything about you'll be starting your payment will start on this date and everything.
And
Oh my god.
right, I'm like dang.
Netflix is just like not having it now. That's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm like dang Netflix. Let's see, let's see.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even like say anything on the website.
Yeah.
That's
Mm,
I don't know stuff. But yeah, next is before we get to our final stuff. Um Apex Legends new season is coming February 8th, season 12, titled
Season
Defiance.
12.
There's been a couple trailers been out the last couple weeks. We finally got our first gameplay trailer today. That came as they were recording this, and we're getting a brand new mode, control 9v9, similar to like the whole domination in Call of Duty style kind of games and all that stuff, where you have to control the game points and all that stuff. With that, we have a new we'll have it. Of course, we have a new legend, Mad Maggie. If you don't know, she was introduced back in season 8, for which is Fuse's season, and of course, she has a budding rivalry with Fuse and all that stuff for the fact that he had left Salvo and everything. And there is more to the story coming leading into this season to why she's in the games and all that stuff. But that just adds more to it and everything like that. Olympus will be back this season with a brand new style, with a brand new look and everything. As it is if I am correct, based off what I saw, we're no longer in the sky. We're like under a big city. What I remember
Yup.
and
I think
everything.
so.
And everything. So that's gonna be interesting of what that plans on looking like. It's glad to be going back to Olympus. I've missed that map so much because I have not played this new map whatsoever. Only like twice and
What
everything.
on Stormpoint?
Stormpoint, yeah. Apparently nobody likes it.
No, I felt like it was too big, and at least in my personal opinion, that's also kind of why I stopped playing this season. But I'm kind of excited to go back,
And all stuff.
because it's just you needed to have characters with mobility in your team, or you were not going to have a fun time. And then
Ah,
also a lot of the game styles people would choose would just be very defensive, very long range weapons.
that
So like
makes
things
sense.
like the triple take, the scouts, the 30-30 repeaters, and it didn't really give a chance for like any other weapons to shine. There wasn't like that much space for like indoor like it fixed the shotgun problem, but still, like I said, but because they had characters with lots of movement, they could still get up in your face and things like that. So like I'm saying, it's kind of meh. New
Mm.
character, r- like Ash. Ash was pretty cool. I really enjoyed Ash, but
Yeah, I enjoy Ash too. We'll see how it goes next with the next season. It's most likely they're probably gonna keep Storepoint in the rotate as part of the rotation
oh yeah,
for pubs. So we'll see what happens there. I'm just excited to go back to Olympus and everything, and we'll probably be playing that more on stream since that's coming back now and everything in the rotation. And you know what's funny? So it's like it's always those weird weeks. So like this week is supposed to be a new content update for Fortnite.
hmm
Finally, the foundation skin's finally going to come out after so long. Next week is the new season for Apex and everything, returning to Olympus, new legend and everything. And then in 2 weeks, season two for Call of Duty and Warzone is finally happening and all that stuff. And we don't have much details on that yet, but uh hopefully some good stuff. Maybe. Who knows? And all that stuff. So yeah, it's always those weeks of where it's like for the BRs, the top three ones at least, where it's like the content comes in with those 3 weeks time or within or more or
yeah.
less. And it's like, oh my gosh, stop doing this and all that
Mm.
stuff. I gotta buy 2 new battle passes pretty soon and all that stuff.
I
Well,
mean, unless you just like complete the battle passes and everything, and you know,
I don't even think I
yeah,
bought the battle passes for Apex
dude, I bought the battle pass for Apex and I have not played it.
and all that stuff. I don't think I did all that stuff.
Mm,
I've got to finish Fortnites for this season because I don't want to lose anything.
mm,
All that
true.
stuff.
When does
And
Fortnite end? Oh, I'll look it up right now.
I think this
Uh,
month,
Oh shoot.
if not next, like beginning of March, and all that stuff. We're already starting new seasons of Apex and Warzone
March
are in the next
15th.
couple weeks. March. Okay, so it's literally like
Next month. Okay, so we're good with that. Not
yeah,
February, but the month after.
yeah. So there's time on that at least, but like Apex and Warzone are coming or seasons are coming up pretty soon and all that stuff. So hopefully, I think it's more for I think more on the Call of Duty side is the one I'm more worried about
Yeah.
and all that stuff because it's like
Oh
everything's
my gosh,
happening.
Apex ends in 8 day. I mean, yeah, 8 days.
Yeah, Apex is next week.
So, Ricky, you wanna get some Apex going? Like, I gotta grind, my guy.
You wanna get the feet wet to get ready for the new season?
Exactly, dude. I mean,
I'm down. I'm down.
I'll send you the invite right now, bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, no, of course I don't have my Xbox on.
No, not at
I don't know
all.
what you mean.
No, it doesn't. No, my iPad just didn't pop a notification saying that you're online right now on your
Oh,
Xbox.
you're my best friend. Oh, you get those notifications.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
I need to be sharing on people. Okay, it's like because and all that stuff. Okay,
Don't worry, I have the same thing for you.
I'm good. That's cool. I
Yeah, so
wouldn't want
you
it
have a
any other
little
way.
star next to your name.
I wouldn't want it any other way and all that
Oh my
stuff.
gosh, I'm like at level 15 in my battle pass.
Oh my god, I don't even want to look at
Don't
this.
worry,
And
we got
you know
we
what's the funny
got
part? I have to
we
grab the
got
PlayStation
7
for
weeks
that.
of challenges.
I have to grab the PlayStation from the living room too and all that stuff because it's in that one.
Dude, like it's easy because I like the
Easy.
update. I like the oh, what the heck, application was suspended. Okay, give me a second. I like the ease of um
Just get everything
always
done in
forget
one go.
life of ease and everything. Yeah, because challenges and everything, they put BR and then they put BR next to like whatever challenges are battle royale, and they put
Mm.
A for
I've
anything that's like
literally
arena
I
challenges.
think the only other times I've jumped into Apex is just to read the story stuff.
Ye- um, right now it is Stormpoint, so like I said, we could just finish up the podcast and everything, and in 12 minutes it'll change
Ladies
to
and
another map.
oh, we got 12 minutes?
Yeah, we got 12 minutes,
We
so
got
like,
12 minutes. Okay,
guys,
we can get the last one
you
in.
guys are important to us,
We
so
can get
we're
the
gonna
last one
be
in.
here for you
We get the last
for those 12 minutes.
well the last
Um,
one is happening any right. We're on the last topic anyway. That is our top 3 things we're most excited for the new year. Should we done this earlier in the year? In
No,
January? No. I mean,
we
technically, it is
we
still January, and
we have to think about these things,
and
you
not
know?
much happens in January and all that stuff. And
Exactly.
then plus we started a little bit late
You
with
you
new
think
episodes.
this Genesis thing that we started ranting about in the beginning of the podcast would have happened, like, in the beginning of January? Probably,
It should have
but it should have.
if
But like I
COVID
said,
was the thing.
things were delayed. So,
Things get
what that
delayed
means is, like, now we get an Airbnb in San Jose, and
for $95 in
nobody cares
tax.
about that. And, hey, that's, like, a good
That's a good
price,
price. That is a good price.
to be fair. And then we're, like, 11 minutes away from the stadium too, so,
Even
like,
better.
the only thing we really had to worry about is food, which is shouldn't be bad.
Not at all.
You know, we
Not at
don't
all.
even have to drive out there. Like, all we had to drive back and forth, drive back and forth. So, like, we save miles, and we
Mm,
just chill.
exactly. And stuff. But anyways, top 3 things we are excited for this year. That could be anything pretty much. Movies, TV shows, games, events, stuff we don't know about that's probably happening this year. Arturo, we'll start with you.
I'm ready for macroeconomics. Oh my gosh, I just started that class today. So basically, I'm gonna be like the best business major. I'm not even a business major. I'm a math major, dude. What am I doing taking macroeconomics?
Technically.
Like, it it
Okay.
is it is math, but like, my guy. True. Anyways, but yeah, actually, one thing I'm really excited to like watch and everything that I've been watching is has been Pennyworth on HBO. I've been enjoying the show and everything. Um, Getting the nice origin story about Alfred, and then also it's not much of a spoiler because you see them in there in the first episode, but we get Thomas Wayne
You get
and
Thomas and Martha?
Martha,
I only
and so
know
I'm like,
that because I haven't seen the show because it was on a different channel before they got moved
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
HBO Max. And they happened. I was watching, what was it, DC Fandom, because that's when they were
Mm,
doing all this stuff, and they were talking about Pennyworth, how it's moving to HBO Max, and then the other two characters were Thomas and Martha. I was like, oh, so they are in this. Interesting. Okay, I'll wait till this gets to HBO Max, and I'll probably start it. And then apparently it already is, and I completely forgot. Oh well.
yeah, and so I'm like, so I saw it like on HBO because I'm like, okay, I want something else to watch while I'm waiting for Peacemaker to come out because Peacemaker's been pretty good.
Oh,
Vigilante's carrying the shit. No, just kidding.
yeah, yeah, I can agree with that.
Man,
No, I can
yeah,
agree with that.
but
Excuse me.
but yeah, like I said, been really enjoying Peacemaker and everything. So like to pass the time, we get like a nice dark undertone of Pennyworth, and I get like the nice comedic dark undertones with Peacemaker. So I find it as a cool balance.
That's good. That's good. Is that all? Like I said, it's top
Um,
3.
Top three. Oh shoot. I mean, then we got like Genesis coming up, bro, and all the Marvel movies to come. Which Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness comes out on my birthday.
Oh, this could be a
And then obviously, we got Batman coming up, Morbius, even though it's freaking
February 10th.
pushed
Tickets
back.
go on sale for the Batman.
Best believe we're getting it. I'm gonna watch Jackass
Hopefully.
next week.
I'm hoping. You
Yeah,
mean you mean
hopefully,
this
hopefully
week?
you too.
You mean
Oh,
this
this
week?
week, yeah.
I'm hoping
Next,
for it. I'm really hoping
like,
and stuff. I mean, I'll probably know the results by this episode when this episode comes out, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still hoping.
Pull through, because yeah, because your AMC Entourage tickets are still saved, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I still have Entourage and all stuff.
Perfect. No, no, no,
Oh,
no, like the thing I sent you, right?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it? I
Well,
thought I
I didn't
sent
get the
it.
notification. I know you posted tickets on it, but I didn't get the notification.
I could have sworn I sent
Let
it
me see if
to
I have it.
you.
Let me see if I have it. I probably just have it. It just never sent me the notification. Yeah, I'm on here.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. No,
Cool,
so cool,
cool.
cool.
Dude, that's gonna be like 12 people going just to see.
Oh, but it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so dumb.
And
That's
all that
gonna be
stuff.
fun.
If there was one movie that I got upset about, was really upset about that I got delayed, was that movie right there.
Yeah, because
And
I was like,
also,
"Oh yeah, let's go see," and they were like delayed. I was like, "What?"
oh,
Dude, everything's being delayed though. To be fair.
but that's what happens with COVID and all that stuff, and it only makes it like, and that's like the one thing that's like what has made like movie going kind of like eh, because it's like everyone gets keep getting
The
delayed.
movies you want the movies you want to go watch is
That's
delayed,
why it's like
yeah.
I'm really hoping. I mean, though they said tickets are going on sale in February, on the 10th of February, I'm really hoping Batman doesn't get delayed. And all that stuff. All that stuff. Like they've gotten this far. Like literally, it was supposed to come out last year if COVID didn't exist, and it just sucks. So it got delayed to March. I mean, but March is around the corner, and I'm very happy for that.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So what we gotta say. My top three. Um, pending COVID. I'm really pinning this on COVID after Genesis got delayed. TwitchCon. I went back in 2018. I want to say my very first time. And also it was the weekend. It happened on the weekend of my birthday, and so I was like, I'm for my birthday this weekend. I'm going to TwitchCon to see what this is all about. One of
San
the
Diego, let's go.
It's in San Diego. It's in San Diego this year. The year.
Shoot, dude, I have friends in San Diego, and you know what they're always telling me? I
Mm,
forget what avenue it's called, but there's like a whole avenue where like they close down everything,
mm.
and it's just a whole bunch of bars.
I think I've heard about this thing, but I don't.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So it's in San Diego this year. The year I went was in San Jose. Um, and I didn't go the next year because it was in San Diego, and I decided to put religious duties over that.
Not
I
the
guess you could
religious duties.
and all that stuff.
Oh,
And I don't mean that in the bad way. I'm just
no, no.
that's how I pinned it. And of course, 2020 got canceled because of COVID. Last year didn't happen because of COVID. It's supposed to happen this year. I'm very hoping it does. And all that stuff because I do want to go back. And because I had a good time the first time I went. Um, and everything. That's one. Second thing, uh, of course, is Genesis also because I like to go back. I want to go back to that. Third thing is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Now, Batman's on a tie of that also, but the fact of where we're at right now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's just, especially after Spider Man, this movie just gets more excited to see, to see. It sucks that it got delayed to May because it was supposed to come out in March
Yeah. But at least it comes out on my birthday now.
and all that stuff. So there's a benefit for Arturo and everything. Um, but I'm excited for that, and I think yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my top three. Gaming wise, I'm praying and hoping um for Star Wars Jedi Knight Falling Order 2 because that was an awesome game. All that stuff. Amazing single player Star Wars game. If you haven't played it yet, it's on Game Pass via EA Play on Xbox. It's totally worth it. It's probably on sale somewhere right now. And all that stuff too if you have a
I bet
PlayStation.
it's probably on sale.
Mm, and all that stuff. But it's totally worth it. It's worth it. I'll probably do a replay of it this year if it does come out. If it's true. That's only if it's true. And all that stuff. It does come out this year because I'm really hoping for it. And I'm very excited. Um Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
E3's not happening,
Yeah.
so I think 2019 is the last time I went to E3. This is my last time.
So
Honestly.
pre-COVID.
Because that was pre-COVID, yeah. That was pre-COVID. 2020 got canceled, of course, so I didn't go. 20 last year didn't become a thing. It wasn't a thing. And it did get canceled again this year, but I think I was already in that mindset of like I'm probably not gonna go and all that stuff.
Good, good.
And all that stuff. But other than that, this has been the No Name Podcast. come at you every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, many other podcasters around the globe and all that stuff. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below and all that stuff. It does help us out a lot on those. If you happen to be listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating on all that stuff because that does also help benefits us also and everything like that. My name is Ricky. This is Arturo and everything. We will catch you next week and peace.
Peace.